Ordering rational and irrational numbers. We need to put these values in order from greatest to least. Step 1 is to turn all of these numbers into decimals so that it is easier for us to notice which ones are bigger and which ones are smaller. Since we need to put them in order from greatest to least, we need to look for the biggest decimal here. I have highlighted our whole numbers, the numbers to the left of the decimal, to help us identify the biggest number. We have 2, 1, -3, 1, -3, and 2. The decimals that start with 2 are going to be our greatest numbers. Now we need to look at the rest of the decimal. We have 2.45 and 2.0. The biggest number is 2.45. So the square root of 6 is our largest number. Next would be the cubed root of 8. Looking at the numbers that are left, we have 1, -3, 1, and -3 as our whole numbers to look at. 1 is larger than -3, so we will look at the two numbers that begin with 1. We have 1.20 and 1.33 repeating. Since we cannot use the number 1 in the ones place to help us, we need to look at the decimal. So we have 20 and 33. The larger of the two is the 33 repeating. So 4/3 or 1.33 will be our next number. Then we have 1.2. The only thing left is our negative numbers. They both begin with -3, and we need to look at the rest of the decimal. Remember, with negative numbers, they are opposite of positive numbers. So the larger or more negative a number is, the smaller it is. And the bigger negative will be closer to 0. So -3.14 is our larger of our negative numbers, as it is closer to 0 than -3.5. As you can see here, we now have all of the numbers in order. Let's place them on the number line to make sure that this is the correct order for greatest to least. Any numbers going left on the number line or to the left of 0 are always going to be less than. Any numbers going right or numbers to the right of 0 are going to be greater. I've placed the numbers on the number line, and as you can see, greatest to least, we have put them in the correct order. So our final answer is the square root of 6, the cubed root of 8, 4/3, 1.2, -pi, and then -3.5 for greatest to least.